Howdy folks. Today we're going to go hiking at a spot that I went hiking a lot growing up. We're at the Battles Historic Interpretive Trail, which is here on the property for the Battles Bank Museum, which is this yellow house over here. Growing up I would just call this the Yellow House Trail, and really to this day I still refer to that unless I'm actually trying to explain it to someone as what it is. But there's the Yellow House. They have some museum stuff in there, but I'm never quite sure on their hours or if and when they're open. But they also have done, and I think yearly do, historical reenactments on the property, like Civil War kind of battles and that kind of thing. So it's kind of a neat historical location. I haven't been here in a few years. I have been back as an adult, but it's been a few years. So I'm kind of curious to see what it's like after a couple of years. We get to start on a nice gravel road. I recall one of my favorite features from back here is they had huge vines that you could swing on, even at least as a kid. We'll see if we can swing on one as an adult if they're still out here. We will see. Also though, this area, northwestern Pennsylvania, we're in a small town, Girard, PA, not too far from Lake Erie, and I feel like this region, this northwest Pennsylvania region, I see the most ticks. So that's why I don't do as much hiking out here. I'm usually in some areas in New York, which I haven't seen too many ticks, or areas in Ohio where I haven't seen too many ticks. But this region I have seen quite a few ticks. But today I've sprayed myself head to toe pretty good with my Ranger Ready Tick Spray, which seems to work good. Plus I'm going to try to stay on the trail unless we see anything really interesting worth going off trail for. So hopefully we don't have to deal with any ticks. But anyway, looks like we're about to enter the woods. It's a nice peaceful day for a hike, that's for sure. Nice and warm, but not too terribly hot for a summer day. I'm sure I'll be breaking a sweat shortly. There's some historical information. So Dan Rice is kind of a weird historical character. Supposedly the inspiration for Uncle Sam. He's a big deal here in Girard, PA. This is where I grew up, and every year there's Dan Rice Days. They're a little summer celebration of, like, you know, mini carnival stuff. Kind of a weird guy though. Look him up. I'm not going to get into the history here. This is about hiking, not history, but there's some cool historical stuff here. But yeah, if you're interested in a weird story, look up Dan Rice. Found some ghost pipes right by the trail here. One big one and a couple little ones that are dying off. I always love finding these things. They're so cool. This little feature here, we got a handrail and some steps. Makes these hills just that tiny bit easier. I mean, I don't mind a challenge, but I'm not going to complain if they're going to make it easy on me. Nice little bench here. Let's see what the view's like if we're sitting on it. It's nice. I'll go over to the edge so you can see. There's, I remember going down here a lot as a kid, messing around. It's like a stone wall, and then there's railroad tracks. I think we can scoot down there for a little closer look. It's a little steep. I'm not as young as I once was, but I'm going to slide down there and do a little filming. Alright, I got a little closer down here. It's kind of another steep drop off, and it's real thick with prickly bushes, so I don't think I'm going to go all the way, but you can see the stone wall a little better now. The water running around it. The railroad tracks are just up through there. Can't really see them on camera too well, the sun. As far as I know, those tracks are not used anymore though, so if we find a better access point, I'll go to them and take a look, closer look. But we made it down here, and I just have to shimmy back up. It looks like I came down around this tree, but now I see there's almost like a little path here. It's still pretty steep. It might just be an animal path, like a deer trail, but I'm going to try to go up it, I think. Up on the ridge again. The railroad tracks are down there. Still not sure if they're going to show on the camera with how sunny it is. Anyway, let's keep going on the trail for a little bit. I'm just walking along and I found this thing, which I thought was really interesting looking. And I did a little search to see if I could figure out what it was. And it looks like it belongs to a tulip tree. If anyone out there knows about this, let me know, because it said they were native to the southeast, but maybe they have something special here in the forest. But I only saw the one pod nearby. I've been looking around and I haven't spotted any others. Just a real interesting little pod here. Maybe from a tulip tree. Let me know in the comments if you know if that's correct or if it's something different. Here's some interesting mushrooms. These are really cool looking. I thought I'd know them right away, but these are actually a little different than other red mushrooms I've looked at. You can see how the stalk is really cool, porous. It looks like it's supposed to be that way. Nice. Let's see, there's another one over here. These are very cool. I'm going to do my best to identify these and get a name on the screen, hopefully. As always, if you have any suggestions or corrections, I'm open to them. It's a nice bit of path. We still have the tracks down here to our left, but they're down a steep, very thick ravine, so I don't think we're going to make it down there. Definitely a place where I would have wandered as a child, although I'm a lot more cautious of going where I'm not supposed to as an adult. Also, we have a crossroads here. We can go this way or this way. I think I'm going to stick with this way because it's probably the longer loop. In fact, I wonder, as an adult now, if the local young kids come out to places like this to hang out and do bad things. I was a pretty good kid though. I would come hang out at these places, but I didn't really do anything to be worried about. You know, pretty clean-cut kid. But I did like to escape to the woods and railroad tracks and whatnot to wander around pretending I was a hobo. But I would always find evidence of teens up to no good. I wonder if kids still do that, or if they found other ways to do what they want to do. Who knows? I'm too old for that now. Now I'm just a man that likes to go hiking. So I was just thinking that I hadn't seen those big vines I was talking about, and I noticed all these here on the ground, and it looks like they've been chopped down. I'm sure if I really investigated, maybe I'd find some more, but yeah, I'm seeing a whole bunch of these big vines just on the ground. Maybe they fell down, maybe they were cut down, but who knows? Maybe we'll find some more, but it looks like you see a bunch more right here on the side of the trail. Yeah, it's definitely been chopped. So maybe we won't get to swing on a vine today. So we might be exiting the forest. We're at least getting some slightly different scenery, a little more sunshine. Briefly. We're at another crossroads. Looks like a trail goes that way and goes that way. I think I'm going to stick with going this way into the forest since it's been a while. I don't remember exactly where that goes. I don't want to end up, it might be a trail to someone's backyard for all I know, since there's no sign. This is situated just in a little small town, and it's pretty nice. It's definitely, like, if you were to live in this small town of Girard, Pennsylvania, or near it, this is a great little option for a very easy, simple hike. It's well maintained, trails are nice, it's scenic back here, it's peaceful back here. You do hear a little bit of the town traffic. That's maybe the one negative. But it's nice, and it's a good example of the kind of places that are everywhere. You know, a lot of the small towns all over the place have something like this. You just have to look for it. You may not be aware, but, and if your town doesn't have one, maybe the next town over does. You know, just a nice hiking trail right in town that's easy to get to, easy to walk, and still satisfying. Found more of these bitter hickory nuts that we found at Asbury Woods a couple of weeks ago. Unfortunately, it's not the tasty, juicy ones we want to eat, but it's always fun to find something that I know what it is. Just dip ever so slightly off the trail to look at these mushrooms on this tree. They look pretty cool. I don't know if I'll be able to identify these or not, but I'll try. I just thought they looked kind of cool, especially this one with all, it's like dripping ooze or something. See if I can find a stick. Right, let's see what's going on with this weird ooze. Oh yeah, look at that. It's just like liquid, black liquid. Bloop. 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 It's like ink or something. Interesting. I really want to know what these are now and what this stuff is and why. I'm noticing it's like dripped all down over these leaves. It's like this black, oily, watery substance. Yeah, it's on this one. It's coming out of this. So it's like some yellowy stuff is coming out too. If anyone knows what this is, chime in the comments. I'm going to do a little research and see if I can figure it out and put a little info on the screen. But I'm fascinated. Oh yeah, look at how much is dripped down here. Yeah, I'm really fascinated by this. These are, got tons of it dripping out. These are cool. Well folks, we're nearing the end of our loop. It's been short but sweet. Nice little trail here. Just about a perfect summer day. Excellent temperature, nice little breeze. It's been great. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed seeing probably one of the biggest spots of my childhood that instilled the love of hiking in me. Came here many times growing up. I would come here with my family. I would come here with friends, ride my bike here, come alone. So hopefully you all have something like that in your history, someplace you used to love to go and kind of instilled a love of nature and hiking in you, even if it was just a simple little place in town. So thanks for coming with me and giving it a watch. And if you want to see me go to farther, more exotic locations, consider subscribing. liking the video, leave a comment, do all that good stuff to help the channel grow. And we'll go hiking again soon.